here we go, my AKAPADers. You guys ready for some fury, for some Superman 2025? Oh, I'm a little bit excited. I saw the movie yesterday. Maybe we'll get more into that down the road. Let's just get into it. I saw this coming just because you can read the tea leaves with a lot of the James Gunn comments. I knew they were going to go the route of this Superman deconstruction. And we have Marvel Comics to blame, right? Hyperion, Squadron Supreme, the proxy of a proxy of a proxy. You guys remember, it used to be great when Squadron Supreme would show up like every 20-something years in Marvel continuity. Now it's like every other day. But guys, side note, don't forget the Max series. Supreme Power, J. Michael Straczynski, and our boy Gary Frank. That's the ultimate Squadron Supreme. But with all of that, so this like deconstruction of Superman, meaning, well, he was sent to Earth to conquer. And we saw this Superman birthright, right? Mark Waid, Len Francis Yu. That's where Mark Waid could have put his stamp on the superior Superman origin versus with the counter, which would be John Byrne's Man of Steel. Birthright doesn't even come close. The follow-up, Superman, Secret Origins with Jeff Johns, Gary Frank again, that doesn't come close, right? So we have this like perfect formed clay pot that John Byrne made for us that says this, and these are the things of the previous era, of the previous ages, and we're going to cherry pick the best parts and make it make sense and make it thrilling and make it fun and make him a excellent character for adventure, because that's what we're all here for. We're not here to get preached to. We want adventure. So James Gunn does this thing. Right, Bradley Cooper. That's now Superman instead. Well, okay, so I guess going back to the original Donner, right? We need like a prominent Hollywood star to play Jor-El, right? Like start with Marlon Brando. We had Russell Crowe. They brought Rhythm Hughes, Superman Returns. Hey guys, feel free, Google all of this stuff. I know I'm spitballing here. Rhythm Hughes brings back Marlon Brando, revolutionary technology at the time. So all of this stuff, right? But James Gunn says, well, look. We have to recontextualize his purpose. He was sent here to conquer, which now means the Kryptonians are all evil. The Kryptonians were isolationists. I don't like the part of the Zack Snyder Man of Steel that implied that the Kryptonians went around the universe. I have to like double check some of that. There's a hubris to the destruction of Krypton. Why am I here to explain this? You have Krypton. It's maybe the most advanced scientific community in the universe. No one is more advanced than the Kryptons. To protect what they know, to protect their knowledge, to live their life, they isolate. The crystals, like the crystals and the crystal world that they grew. It's kind of cool, right? Like it kind of puts them in a cage, right? I think that's symbolic. They're isolationists. They have a rogue. The rogue says, you're going to die. We're all going to die. And they're like, no, but you can't leave. You cannot leave Krypton, Jor-El. We're isolationists. This is our way. So he shoots his son off. And he shoots his son off with all of the knowledge of Krypton, with all of the knowledge of the universe. So when the son comes to America, not Earth, he comes to America. And he's given some fantastic, great parents. And at that point, he discovers his identity. See, he's Clark Kent way before Superman. He needs to discover the Fortress of Solitude. when he becomes of age, there's a beckoning. He goes to the Fortress of Solitude and gets the last piece of what he knew was missing inside of him. From that point on, he's Clark Kent with a amazing power, the power of Superman. He has all the knowledge of Krypton. He has all the knowledge of the universe, and he's here on Earth to make things better. And the struggle and the fight and the fury is that he's had two amazing sets of parents. Maybe it was divine that he ended up in Kansas, turned out the way that he did. But he was able to see the American world, the American landscape. He becomes beyond good. He becomes a Boy Scout. The struggle of Superman. And this is touched in another deconstruction. Kurt Busiek's The Samaritan, Astro City, where he's a Clark Kent proxy, but he's in a little bit of a cave office because he's the Samaritan 24/7, and he needs to lock the door, and he can hear every single problem in the world, and he cannot keep up with it. That definition defines the struggle of the Man of Steel. See, no matter what he does, Superman cannot create world peace. He cannot solve world hunger. Superman, Quest for Peace. He cannot stop a nuclear apocalypse. He cannot change the nature of the people. He can only prevent the nuclear apocalypse for a little bit. But he is not here to reprogram. He's not here to re-educate. There's a little bit of Star Trek in Superman. You don't get too involved, but your senses and your hearing and everything, all of your power makes it painful for you to exist. Which is why Superman is the alter ego of Clark Kent. It's not the other way around. That anyone that talks about that Kill Bill speech, guys, Tarantino convinced a generation. What was that movie? His monologue in Top Gun, right? Top Gun. He convinces Top Gun was a gay op movie, right? It's like might have been like Your Friend's Party or something. It was a movie that he appeared in. He wrote his own monologue, it's like this Top Gun. So he does something similar with Madonna and True Blue in Reservoir Dogs, and he does something similar with Kill Bill and Superman. For some reason, people repeat Bill from Kill Bill, pretending that like that's nuanced or anything. See, Superman is the absolute imagination. Like, we imagine that character, we imagine his circumstances, we imagine his plight and the struggles. We, in effect, should feel sorry for Superman because he wants to do nothing but fix it all and improve it all and cure it all, and he cannot. And he's slowly seeing the world destroy itself. He's seeing Earth destroy itself like his father did with Krypton. Guys, James Gunn does not understand Superman. Implying that the Man of Tomorrow was sent to Earth to destroy it and to conquer it is ludicrous. It breaks the character. It really does.